Texas Tech finally got a win last week, but it was against FCS Tarleton State. Can the Red Raiders finally beat an FBS opponent this week? Odds makers have them favored on the road against a West Virginia team that is coming off an impressive defensive performance. Should the road team be favored in this one? I'll have the answer to that question in just a minute. So, Texas Tech, they opened their season by losing on the road to Wyoming in overtime as a 12-point favorite. That's despite leading 17-0 after the first quarter. The following week, they host a top 10 Oregon team and again had the lead by 9 entering the fourth quarter. Not only did the Red Raiders lose again, they failed to cover when the Ducks returned an interception for a touchdown in the final 35 seconds. Let's please not bring that up to me anymore. But last week, clearly a get-right spot in Lubbock. As the Red Raiders jump out to a 21-0 lead, they would not relinquish, even getting a pick six of their own. Really, the big news moving forward is the quarterback position. Head coach Joey McGuire has said he's sticking with Tyler Shuck despite playing the backup Morton in the second half against Tarleton State. Offense, though, has not really been an issue for Texas Tech, has it? They're averaging 34.7 points per game, and what they need is a defensive effort like we saw last week when they held Tarleton State, the FCS leader in points per game, by the way, to no first downs on the first 3 drives and just 3 points for the game. West Virginia, they've scored just 15 and 17 points in their 2 games versus FBS foes this year, but 17 was more than enough last week in the renewal of the backyard brawl versus Pitt. 10 of WVU's points came off 2 Pitt turnovers, and that was more than enough. The Mountaineers defense allowed just 73 total yards in the second half there. This is going to be the first time since early 2021 that WVU comes into a game with a winning record. They are 2-1, having also beaten FCS Duquesne. Their lone loss came in the opener against heavily favored Penn State. But last week's win against Pitt came with a bit of a price. 2 key players on the West Virginia offense left that game with injuries. Quarterback Garrett Green was one of them. He goes out after the second series, was later seen in a walking boot. His status for this week, unclear. Backup Nico Marchiol, just 6 of 9 for 60 yards in relief. They'll certainly need more of a passing game to compete with Texas Tech this week. Meanwhile, running back C.J. Donaldson, who suffered a broken ankle last year and missed the final 4 games, is expected to, quote-unquote, be fine per head coach Neil Brown. Donaldson ran for 102 yards before leaving in the fourth quarter against Pitt. The Mountaineers certainly will need him as well to have any chance in this game. That's because Texas Tech has won and covered each of the last 4 meetings against WVU, including 48-10 as a 5-point favorite in Lubbock last season. Last trip to Morgantown saw the Red Raiders pull a 23-20 upset as 7-point underdogs. While I certainly want to know the status of the injured West Virginia players, I'm not sure they have the necessary offense to keep up with Texas Tech even when fully healthy. Also, last 2 seasons, West Virginia 0-3 straight up, 0-3 against the number when coming off back-to-back wins. I'm confident Texas Tech is going to win here, but do I want to lay the points? It's interesting. They're favored here in Morgantown by more than they were favored in Lubbock last year. We have already seen the Red Raiders go down once as a road favorite, again at Wyoming in the opener. This will be only the 3rd time in the last 3 seasons, including that Wyoming game, Texas Tech has been asked to lay points away from home. Per the WagerTalk.com odds screen, this number has moved from -4.5 to -6, so it's all Texas Tech money early. I think the Red Raiders are the play, at least at -7 or better. I would not want to lay more than 7 in Morgantown on Saturday. Let me know what you think down in the comments section, and don't hesitate to smash that like button. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what you heard. Make sure you're subscribed to the Wager Talk YouTube channel, and to get all of my picks for the next 3 days for just $55, use the coupon code POWER3 at checkout. Just go to my page, wt.buzz/BP. Click on the 3-day all access. Again, use the code POWER3. That's POWER, all caps, and the number 3. You will get the next 3 days of selections for only $55. Now, if you want more game previews for this week of college football, be sure to go ahead, click on the next video.